going on YouTube? This is Fishery Phil. Wanted to give you an update on my Cobalt Aquatics C-Vue 40. Got a lot going on, and I apologize for the lack of videos. Like I stated in my other video for the C-Vue, for the Fluval. Family and I are moving from this apartment, purchased a house, and your boy is getting a proper fish room. I've been dreaming about this for a long time, and I have some exciting news in regards to that going forward. Gonna need a lot of feedback from y'all. Gonna attempt to do something I've never done before in my fish keeping lifetime or experience, whatever you want to call it. But awesome stuff to come. I had some fish loss. As you can see, I only had a single wrasse left, and that's my carpenter wrasse, flash wrasse. I had a blue flash wrasse in here, and I also had a McCosker. There is definitely still white spot or ick, if you will, in my tank. But the fish have been able to keep it at bay. I feed them. I soak my food in garlic, and also, if I could pull it out real quick for you. The C-Vue Vitality. So, with that said, the garlic seems to help to keep them healthy, happy, and yeah, they every once in a while I see a spot here and there, and nothing to really be alarmed over. I'm not set up for a quarantine, but you know, that's hopefully we'll see what happens, you know, as things move along. I'm not buying any more fish right now because we are going to be moving, and I don't think it'd be fair to introduce a new fish in here, stress it out, and only to stress it out later, possibly resulting in its death. So I'll leave it alone where it's at, and when we move, we'll see what goodies I can bring into this tank or not. I've moved the Duncan coral. I had it there, and it's still on the frag that I originally bought it on. And I stuck it in a rock here, and it freaking loves the spot, man. It loves it. I can see my Midas zoanthid golden bar, they just basically enveloped this rock, and I've been feeding reefroids, and I haven't been direct feeding in. I gotta say, that's just me being lazy. I've just been broadcasting feeding that with the gumbo, coral gumbo. It's a frozen food mixture. I've also been using the polyp slab booster prior to feeding. I want these to really grow all over that. I can't think of the name at this time, but it'll come to me. One of the fish moved that over. I gotta move it at, but that's actually starting to do well, and they're all doing well. Now, as you can see, I kind of skipped over some frags that you see there. We'll come back to that. But everything is doing pretty dope. This is actually, I got 3 of them now going, so that's doing pretty dope. Okay, so you saw me gloss over a couple of frags in there, not to overlook them. But 2 months ago, I actually went to a frag swap or a frag meet, whatever you want to call it, and wasn't sure I was gonna go, but I decided to go. Best decision ever. Got some awesome frags, but the thing that ultimately pushed me over to going was the fact that Jason Fox was going to be there, and I've been wanting some of his corals for a very long time. Just, you know, the shipping and handling, I was like, it's kind of stiff. Plus with the fact that, you know, I don't want to spend that much money on coral and all of a sudden have it die. So like, don't know if my tanks can support it right now, especially since this tank is kind of on the young side. It's less than a year old. I'm willing to try a lot of things. I don't suggest other people do what I do sometimes. I've always experimented with stuff. But I went, he was there, I met him, very nice gentleman, and I got a couple of corals from him. I got 3, and one of them, unfortunately, the one I wanted the most, well, not the one that I wanted the most, the one that from him I wanted the most, did not do well in my tank, ultimately died. So that was the Red Dragon. I think it's called, the whole name is called Tyree Red Dragon. Didn't do well. So maybe at a later date I'll try again. But his corals are freaking amazing. But I did get from him other ones that I did want, and one specifically I didn't even know he had. He didn't have it listed on his site, but he had it there, and I've been dying to get my hand on one of these, and then I couldn't find any local, but he actually had them. He had one, and I had a couple actually, and I actually grabbed one. And one of them is, you can see center right there, is the Bubblegum Digitata. Now, it looks a little bit more reddish, and obviously, you know, he knows what he's doing with corals in terms of growing. That bad boy was the polyps were out, orange, beautiful. It's growing right now, but I noticed the polyps don't extend as much in my tank right now. Maybe it's the lighting, I don't know, but it's growing quite a bit. I'm actually very happy with its growth rate, and I see it starting to grow over the rock, which is dope. But I've been dying to get my hand on that coral, and I finally, and like, it's one of those things like, yeah, I'll go. I'm like, holy smack. Like, I actually got what I wanted. And the other one is this Bug Out Stylopora, which is beautiful. Like, the colors on it is like it's like green, purple, blue. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like, I'm shooting this with the iPhone, and it does no justice for this coral. And I'm sure you guys already know, when you're looking in your tank versus when you're trying to shoot, it's one of the frustrating things with trying to shoot video. Like, with cell phones. I mean, if you have a camera that can do it, then you're blessed. But I'm not in that fashion, at least. This guy is doing great. Look at that. He's just loving the spot, and that's where it will remain. All the corals are doing great. Now, at the frag swap, I did manage to grab this coral, and I apologize because I don't know the name of it. A local LFS was selling it, and I grabbed it real quick. And I gotta tell you, for what I spent, definitely worth it. I think for now, and I laugh, I chuckle at this. For now, I think I'm done for corals in this tank as it stands. Things will be moved, obviously. I'm really hoping that, you know, we get a 100% survival rate, but we'll see. Like, you know, you never know when you're moving stuff. They're animals, and they don't, like, you know, they don't like to be disturbed, like a lot of things. Oh, this guy up here. This is a piece of my Rainbow Digitata that's in the Fluval Evo. I guess I found one of the fish swam into it or something like of that nature, but I found that piece broken off the main colony, main colony, if you will, mini colony, whatever, or frag, however you want to call it. But anyway, I found it sitting at the bottom of the tank, so I was gonna put it in another spot in there, and I was like, well, might as well just see if I can grow it in here. And I put this in about 2 days ago, and I don't know, we'll see. It seems to be doing well. It was really shaded in the area that it was before. Part of it, the rear side of it that's facing the light more on the other side, was shaded. So I've actually reversed it to see if I can bring that back. We'll see what happens. Had some issues, obviously. If you can see, I have some green hair algae there, of course, but it's going away. I'm doing just keeping up with the water changes and making sure that gets done. But yeah, everything's looking dope. I'm going to be upgrading this Refugium light. This light is not doing me justice in terms of growing the Shado. At the rate that it's growing, it's like, man, it's like watching tar move in winter, man. It's just so slow. This growth is not anything I'm happy with. So I did see online on Amazon some grow lights, some waterproof grow lights that I think I'm gonna end up swapping out for this this cheap LED. I shouldn't have. I didn't expect a lot, but I at least expected more than what I'm seeing, particularly since I have it on a timer for it goes for quite a bit of time, even throughout the day and night. Not throughout the day and night, but it starts pretty early and then it goes throughout the night into the late mornings. So it's on quite a bit, and I'm not really getting a lot of growth. So we're gonna be changing that out for something that's more efficient, and that's gonna give me the growth that I really need to really help with the nutrient reduction. I'm also looking to get another mini reactor. I wanna run carbon through there. Right now I'm using ChemiPure Blue, and a bag of it it's rated for 75 gallons. But it's basically dropped in the sump. And that's passive. That's a passive way of anytime you have something media in a bag, that's a passive way of getting water to flow through it, because water is going to take the passage of least resistance. Now, if you put it in a reactor and force water through it, then it's going to be more efficient. So that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. Anyway, I have a whole lot for you guys in terms of news coming. I'm definitely going to need your help, like I said in my other video. Got some I'm going to try something that I haven't done before. I'm definitely going to need your thoughts. I'm going to have a lot of questions. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit that notify button. Help a brother out, because I like to experiment, but some things you don't want to fail on too big. So we'll see. So like I said, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notify. We have a little adventure that I want to take you guys with me. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. So yeah, I'm getting I got okayed. My wife okayed the fish room. So made some trade-offs. This is a whole nother video to come. Anyway, happy Tuesday. Merry Christmas coming. Get your shopping in if you're gonna shop. Be safe. Anyway, do your research, try things out, and see what happens. Later, y'all.